Do 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 do. Josh's Order Corner.
That's me. Let's make this a quick one. Here we have William by Mason Coile, which may be mispronounced. I do not know, but it doesn't matter because it's a pseudonym anyways. Mason Coile is a pseudonym of Andrew Pyper, the award-winning author of 10 novels, including The Demonologist, which won the International Thriller Writers Award, and Lost Girls, which was a New York Times bestseller and notable book of the year. Both Coile and Pyper live in Toronto. It's strange to me with pseudonyms in the past. It's been like Stephen King, Richard Bachman. Mark Twain was a pseudonym for Samuel Clemens. Like it's historically so someone can write to a different audience, and it seems as though Andrew Pyper writes things that are in the same vein. But I didn't research it very well, so I could very well be wrong in that. Didn't love this book. It's hate is a strong word, but I really didn't enjoy it all that well. And the funny thing about it is I've seen it pop up on a couple of Facebook groups I'm in now, and it's getting all kinds of praise. So just goes to show you my opinion is not high and mighty. This is simply my opinion on it. I didn't enjoy it. I hope you do. The books I don't like, I'm not saying don't read these. I'm saying this wasn't for me. If you enjoy it, I would love to hear why. Maybe I missed something that you connected with. I found it to be very, very predictable. Right from the rip, you're getting this story about a man and a woman who live in the same household together. She is a retired tech guru kind of individual, and he is more of the developer kind of mindset. And they have some marriage issues and some things going awry. He suffers from agoraphobia. He doesn't want to leave the house. He emotionally, physically, mentally cannot leave the house. And one day, the wife brings over some coworkers for a breakfast luncheon. She is pregnant. She is with child, and they're struggling to figure out what the next steps in their marriage is going to be. He feels that he can make it work, but she is just so distant. He also is developing a smart house around them with some robot things and some other shit going on, leveraging some AI capabilities throughout. That was kind of why I picked this up with work. AI is a very hot topic, so I thought that reading something with AI involved to it would be fun. I was wrong. Give you the little synopsis. Psychological horror meets cyber noir in this one sitting read, a haunted house story in which the haunting is by AI. Henry is a brilliant engineer who, after untold hours spent in his home lab, has achieved the breakthrough of his career. He's created an artificially intelligent consciousness he calls the half-formed robot William. No one knows about William. Henry's agoraphobia keeps him inside the house, and his fixation on his project keeps him up in the attic, away from everyone, including his pregnant wife, Lily. When Lily's coworkers show up, wanting to finally meet Henry and see the new house, the smartest of smart homes, Henry decides to introduce them to William, and things go from strange to much worse. Soon, Henry and Lily discover the security upgrades intended to keep danger out of the house are even better at locking it in. Yeah. So there's that. I would love to read you a page from it, but I didn't mark one that I enjoyed. So here, we'll try this. It is not a Henry thing to do, yet he carries out the action with convincing force. Both of his hands squeezed around the man's throat so hard the latter drops the steel rod he'd been holding. It could be a response to the shock of Henry grabbing him, or an indication of surrender. Either way, it makes no difference to what Henry does next. Henry squeezes tighter. Davis tries to find Henry's arms with his hands, but they flail around him as if swatting away an attack of flies. It goes on long enough to kill the man. This is Henry's estimation, or his hope, if only to stop having to watch. But before this occurs, Henry releases him, and Davis slumps to the floor. The robot dog lumbers into the frame and pauses, panting by Henry's feet. Something about just the way it's written. Like, I don't know if he leveraged a little bit of AI in the writing for it, maybe used some chat GBT. I don't know. But there's something about the way it's written. And it's almost as if you're trying really hard to showcase Henry as someone who suffers with more than just agoraphobia, someone who is on the spectrum and incapable or struggles with, is probably a better way to say it, struggles with human emotion. Now, that does play into the full spectrum of things, so I get it, but it felt like he was trying too hard. It also says in that synopsis that I read you, uh, this one sitting read. Some of the claims I saw did state that the person sat and read this start to finish in one go. I struggle to do that. That would be great, but I struggle to do that. It is 213 pages. It came out, I believe, this year. Nick Cutter says nice things about it. Some other authors on the back, but this one is not going to be one that I read again. This will be getting taken to Half Price Books and donated unless someone's like, Josh, I want that book. And then maybe I'll send it their way instead. But let me know what you think. Like I said, this is just my opinion. And I don't know if I'll continue with this series. Because I don't like putting videos out there that can be interpreted as I feel like my opinion is better than yours. That's not at all my personality or the way I see things. I want to hear your opinion. And it's hard to get that conversation going with a series of videos like this. So, LeBron, let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you love this book, if you hated this book, I really am interested to know. But from me, it is 1.5 stars. Till next time, read a book, damn it.
Do 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 do.